Welcome to the 6.8 liter backyard. We'll be in the garage shortly, but thought I'd bring us out here to look at this. It's a spinner project I did a while back. I'll put a link at the bottom, at the end of this video, to this project, so if you want to do that. Maybe I'll do another spinner project on the next project. But the reason I'm out here is you make these spinners, and during the day, if the wind's blowing, it's great, they spin. But you can't see them at night. It occurred to me that what they really need is a light. If they were lit from the bottom, it'd be pretty cool. You could see them at night. So I actually have a project that I can adapt. Let's go look at that one. Okay, so as I was saying, I have a project where I added an uplight. This is a USA sign that I made to go in a flower pot for my wife. But then again, same thing. You can't see it at night. So I thought, hey, I'll make this extra little mount that this standard yard light. It has an attachment post, so this goes in the ground. A little stake that goes on here, and I noticed these attachment points. I should be able to, well, it's hard to do that without being able to see it, but I realized I could just make a piece of a metal mount that would twist on the same way, and I could attach a light to it. Probably should have made it lower, but still the attachment works. So anyway, it seems like a guy could take this mount, and by a guy I mean laptop guy, have him adapt this mount that I attached to this sign. There's I'll link a video at the end to that project. But if we took and adapted this mount to be something that could hang from the spinners would be lit. Solar lit, a solar uplight that would just work. So I think that's the project for today. Laptop guy, get to work.
Laptop guy here. So I've been tasked with taking an old drawing of a mount for a solar light and changing it up and making it so that it can be a hanging mount for a solar light. And I screwed it up bad by not recording. So this is the drawing for the regular light. It bends right here, and then I welded this, or this was welded onto the sign, and that's all there was to it. So the plan was to extend this end comes just to the edge of the light, so I was going to extend that back here and cut that off right here so they would be equal, and then add on a piece out here that would be the actual hanger portion. And that is what I did, but like I said, I didn't record it, so I have to I got into it and got a little more detailed, and I really don't want to go back and recreate it, so I'm gonna beg your forgiveness and let it go at this. But this is I didn't redraw any of this. This is just the original mount, so it'll cut out and the light should mount to it just fine. This line right here will allow this piece to bend, and the light should slide in on top of this and then mount, twist lock it, and we can hang it from this hook. So let's go out to the garage and cut it out and see if it works.
Alright, so it turns out the mistakes don't just happen to the garage. Apparently laptop guy makes mistakes too, and apparently normally he re-records them and we never see them, but in this case I guess we don't get an actual how to draw it, but I think you can see how he did it. And next step is to cut it out. I got a piece of scrap sitting up here. Hopefully his drawing will work better than his recording, and we'll cut it out and see how it fits on the light. Here's an example of the light. They come in a box like this. I got these from Sam's Club. It's their brand, Members Mark. Who knows who somebody in China makes them, I'm sure. But they normally come with this base, which are this metal that we're cutting out today will replace that. So this base goes on here and twist locks on. And they also have these stakes that you take to them, put it together, and it'll attach to that base. So it can just be a uplight that's on the ground, but what we're going to do is make it into a light to go underneath the spinner. So hopefully that'll work out, but let's cut it out and see what it looks like. All right, got 30 amps on the cut 60. This is 16 gauge metal, and I've got it set up where it'll cut out of the scrap okay, I think. So let's run it and see what it does. Okay, so I got this all cleaned up, bent up. I even drilled out the hole. Well, as you can see, there's extra tools. There's a drill over there. I drilled out the hole a little bit better because the plasma cut hole was a little tight for the spinner. But I also got the die grinder out because I was getting impatient with cleaning the slag so all this stuff fit right. But I got the dross off and snap this guy into place, spin it, and I don't know, you guys probably can't see that, but it all attaches like it's supposed to. This guy spins. There's no value in it spinning, but the spinner above it won't be affected by its weight below it, so it spins as well. And that's that. So before I paint this and go hang it outside and everything, I think I'm gonna quickly cut another one out, so I'll have two of them. So I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, just so I don't forget to tell you stuff, there's the two brackets drying in the high-end 6.8 liter paint booth. You can hear the fan running. We'll let that dry and then we'll put the lights to them and hang them up. So I'll be back when we're ready for that. Alright, so here we go. There's one of the lights underneath. This is a store-bought one that my wife got as a gift. But we'll see how it looks at nighttime. But for now, it seems to work. See how the wind affects it, but it doesn't prevent it from spinning. And this is the heart spinner. The drawing for that is on the 6.8 liter store if you're interested, but we'll see what that looks like at night as well. But there you go, that's the finished product for today's project. Alright, thanks for spending some time with the 6.8 liter garage. That's the project for today, the spinner uplights, I guess we can call them. Just an idea that came to me, so I decided to crank a couple out and see what we think. Ideally, this video is going to end with the lights at night on with the spinner moving. The danger of filming an outro before that you film that is we just have to assume. So appreciate you watching. If you're interested in the droid I was looking for t-shirt or any other 6.8 liter merchandise, go to the store. There's a link in the description. I can put a QR code up here. I don't know if anybody uses those. But yeah, that helps the channel, and keep watching. I'll try to keep making videos. Anyway, check this out. Hopefully this is a successful video or a successful ending. Wait, I'll keep my voice going, but you can get rid of looking at me. And hopefully right now you're seeing some cool lit up spinners, and they all work perfectly. Anyway, thank you for watching.